It is the last day of June, and we are still working on 30 days of scrapbooking with Christy's Beautiful Life. And today I'm going to make this fun layout. And I'll tell you kind of the journey that I went on this when I started one way, as usual, and had to go another way. You can tell my voice, I'm still really got the whole allergy thing going on. So I will show you what I've done. And so this layout is from Miss Carrie. It is only day 20 because that's the day that I'm on, but I will continue to work onto this. And I made this a 2-page scrapbook. She made it one. So this is her layout. And as usual, I followed it fairly closely. And when I stretched the sketch to make it a 2-page layout. I did change the title and added, I love to do Cricut cuts, so I put a bunch of Cricut cuts on the bottom here. So this is, on this side, you can see that I had the 2 lines like she had. And then so I had those two, and I just added strawberries and daisies. This Cricut cut was designed by Nancy Gauthier, Phan. She does a lot of beautiful titles. A lot of people say they have a problem with titles. My problem was with embellishing. So I usually start with a sketch. Then I pick my pictures, and then I go ahead and go on a title. And a lot of them that I find is from the Scrappy to Do It Facebook group, which is a free group that you can join. It's wonderful. So, and I'm going to show you, I added my tags are interactive. I'm going to put the story on here. My daughter is babysitting a little guy, and so my grandson comes over, and they were picking strawberries, and they were ever so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and move this one to the side, and I'm going to create this one. It's pretty straightforward. And I'm going to grab a mess mat because when I put the really narrow strips like this, I get gluey and I don't want to. Okay, so here, I'm going to make sure you can see the bottom. Make sure I'm in focus today. Hopefully you can hear me okay. My voice is not great, but, and I'm going to show you how I make those pictures interactive. So let me talk about the paper first. So this paper, I'm very committed to using what I have. I have no problem purchasing new. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and there's always lots of cute stuff. But my rule of thumb is I try to do one from my stash, and then one from new product, and one from my stash, and one from my new product. So this was called The Taste of Summer. It's very old paper. It's probably, oh, look here, it's 2015. So this one is 9 years old. This packet was very unusual, and see how they have, normally right here they have all the colors that go with, all the color, oh, you still can't see it, all the colors that go with the paper packet. This one was kind of off color, and I think that's why I had a hard time using it, was because I'm not great with color. So my solution to that was I couldn't find the colors to match. So with Close to My Heart, what they did a lot of times is they did a pack that was, I'll give you an example. So on this side we have a very bold print, very, they call it the hero print, and on the back a very plain print. So since I didn't have the colors that match from my stock, I just went ahead and used, I would normally use cardstock for this, but instead of using cardstock, I just used the flip side of it. And this is the zip strip, which of course I am going to use. So yeah, when I was a kid, I love strawberries. So we moved to Oregon in 1965, and I was there. And when we were kids, we were allowed to pick strawberries, and so I really like strawberries. So we this year, well, actually, I think a couple years ago, my son-in-law put in strawberries in some barrels, and man, they have taken off. They don't grow as well as they do in Oregon, but you know, we don't get as much rain as they do in Oregon. So I'm going to show you how I did this. So on my pictures, you can see that I put foam tape all the way around, and when I do that, I'm going to show you how I want my tag to be interactive, because I can add pictures. I've got little pictures of his birthday buddy. So both my grandkids were born on the same day, 14 years apart, different daughters, but 14 years apart. So I'm going to put some of her pictures in the strawberry patch in here so you can pull them out. So it's going to be kind of hidden, and so I want to go ahead and set that down here, but I'll show you how I do it. So you want this tag to be able to move, but you also want it to pop up to form a pocket. So you want to use the foam tape that is the thinnest. So, and I am, because I'm going to, I don't know if you can see this on this one, I overlap these two pictures, so I did not double foam tape it. I'm going to cut that out, and I'll show you how I do that too. So I should probably go ahead and, I'm trying to see if I'm going to, I think I need to put the bottom two ones down first, and then, because these pictures are going to overlap, and I am pretty much a flat scrapper. I like my pages to be flat, because otherwise they take up too much room. And I'm not, you know, you always think, oh, I make so many of these. Okay, so this is on, two. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you can see they're just opposite. Originally, I had thought I was going to use this as my base page, but I don't use a lot of pattern paper on a script. I use it kind of as an accent. I'm a very plain scrapper, so I did not wind up, let's straighten this up. I'm sure I have a ruler somewhere. That goes right here. And there is quite a bit at the bottom, but that's where my title's going to go. So I'm all good with that. And then this green comes up here like this at, looks like 3.5. I will use the dimensions of the paper. This paper is evergreen. It is well, it was a current color with close to my heart, but evergreen close to my heart. So if you have any kind of berry, this would work with any kind of berry paper. Okay, so now I'm back to my pictures, and I want them to overlap. This one, I have to peek really quick. Okay, so this one is, I want this one where he's standing. So I'm going to have that go right up there like that. And so you don't have to take off all of the foam tape, because it, once you do that, it really sticks. You cannot change your mind once you put this stuff down with foam tape. So I'm going to kind of have this like this. And so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this part kind of blank. So I'm putting the first thing I want to do is make sure that I have enough wiggle room. So I'm going to take my foam tape, which I probably buried. Yes, I have buried it. Okay, so this goes on the bottom. I do the bottom first, and you could tear this, I guess, but I don't. And I go on the bottom like that. And then I'm going to put, so this is the part where it's going to kind of lap over. So I'm going to start my foam tape right about here, because I don't want that to be double foam tape, because then it's not going to, I mean, I suppose you could do that, but it just lays flatter. So that's how I do it. I'm by no means an expert. And so there are different places to get foam tape. The dollar store is no longer a dollar store. So I believe I believe Hobby Lobby is the cheapest place to get foam tape, and I don't know if I should say that or not, since I don't know what Stampin' Up! Has for foam tape. I haven't looked that far into it. Okay, so that goes right there. So that will make it lay nice and flat. Some people put foam tape in the middle because they don't want their pictures to sink, but foam tape is expensive, and I'm stingy with all of my supplies. I like my stuff to last forever. So that's going to go right up there. And see, my tag's like this. So I'll show you what I did with my tag. So my tag, the ribbon that I used for my tag on this is even older than the paper. So I'm thinking 2008. They came in these little rounds. For all of you vintage close to my heart people, this is where I got this one from. Do you remember these? So I still have some. It's still good. This is the organdy. And I thought about going with green. I actually tried to go a lot of different ways, but since this is a boy page, and there is pink in it, and there's flowers in it, I have no problem with that. But I didn't, he is wearing blue, so I tried to tone down, and actually all the colors look good on that. So I'm tying this, because you don't want to leave your tags naked. Naked tags. And I usually tie them like this. I had some other ideas for doing this tag, but this is what I stayed with. I love this paper because see how it's lined, so I can line up my journaling, and it will be nice and straight, even though people aren't going to see it because it's hidden inside this tag. And that goes there. So this title is so much fun. So look at how fun that is. So I wish, I don't want to cover up, and this is the problem, is doing this. I should have done the title first, but I'm just going to go ahead and set that. It's going to be the picture that I have. Let's see if I can move them all down a little bit. I told you it'd be difficult, and it's going to be. Oh, see, that's the problem with videotaping. Okay, I am just going to leave that. You're going to see green. I will find something to stick in there, because I don't want this sew to go so far over that you can't even see my pictures. Actually, I think that picture that I'm getting is kind of, I think that, oh, I don't like that. Okay, what to do. I could, nope, once you glued it down, I am committed. Let's see. Don't you love, this, if you have, speaking of moving things around, if you ever get in a bind like this, and you need to have things come up, another way to do it, you can get like dental floss. So I can hear the paper tearing, but we're gonna persevere because, yeah. All right. So when you put your title down, because this is a bigger title, you will want to do that first. Note to self. Okay. So I'm gonna put that down. It's good to show people how to make mistakes. I used to, when I taught, I'd say, oh, especially if it was like art, I'm showing you this so that you can feel really good about your artwork. So this goes back in here. And let's put this, oops, my foam tape is so very sticky. I'm kind of proud of myself that I was able to get that off, because there have been many times where I was not able to. So this is my second picture, because he's facing, no, this is I had this one first. He's facing the direction, so let me look at my picture. Yeah, he's facing this direction, so he can be here. And there's a hose, so I'm going to put that here. just, yeah, it's gonna work. I'm gonna love it. Okay, and now my, oops, actually this one has to, because I remember I notched that one, so it's gonna have to go here. So this one can go here, and then this one is gonna go here. And I do like to overlap things. It's not as overlappy as I would like it to be, but at the risk of, and then I'm going to put this one here, and then put this one here. All right, so that is our layout, and it took me 15 minutes. Okay, and then this one slides up and down with pictures or whatever you want, and then this one slides up and down. You could, it is pretty plain. If you wanted to add splatter or, I usually sponge a lot, but this is this layout, and I love this layout from Mrs. Carrie. I hope you will like and subscribe to my channel. I used all retired products today, so I can leave my website, but none of that's on there. So anyway, so this is my my layout for today, and I hope you enjoy it, and I will catch you later. Thanks. Bye.